And you're getting 30 grand a year.
Between 30 and 40, aye.
That's some pretty good numbers.
You know when you're getting into houses like this, that more or less derelict.
Oh no. This is now a proper house.
Hi there, I am John Morris of Prime Property Auctions, and this is another episode of Gaffs under the Gavel. So we're currently stood outside Plains. So this was a property that was purchased I think a month or so ago. It was already ripped back to the brick, it's ready to renovate. So we're going to go meet Stephen, find out what he's got planned and find out what he's done so far with the property. Hi Stephen, how are you?
How you doing, John, alright?
Very good, very good. So, why don't you tell me what you've done so far?
Wow. So the place was kind of 50% already ripped out, but the kind of first job was to complete the rip out. Then we got a new heating system installed and a rewire, and then we've just kind of commenced the joinery bits of kind of putting the place back together from top to bottom for the loft, down to the second floor, and I've kind of done not bad so far down here as well, but from then on out it's been the plaster work internally and rough cast externally.
A little bit of context with this one, I had sold it to a previous client of mine who is a builder. He was looking for a project, was going to do it up. He stripped it all out, put a driveway in, but he had other projects on at the same time, and this one was just taking up too much of his brain space, so he decided to give it back to Prime Property Auctions. He said, John, go find a buyer for it, and we sold it to Stephen and his business partner, and they have had to go and do the full renovation. Maybe the previous owner realised just how much it was going to take and decided, I will let somebody else deal with that one.
So, obviously when you first drive up to the property, that's the main thing I noticed, because the exterior of the property was not good.
Curb appeal.
Have you said so what exactly have you done? Have you just re-rough cast? Have you painted it?
Re-rough cast, and then we've kind of painted the sills, waste pipes, base, things like that. So majority it's rough cast.
Okay.
And we've kind of went for a two-tone that set us apart for the neighbours, so that when people come they've got that curb appeal there.
And have you put in new windows as well?
Put in new windows, doors, and the roof had a bit of an MOT and fascias and gutters.
Okay. So when you purchased the property, it had planning permission for
Loft conversion. I don't think it actually needed planning. I think it just needed a building warrant.
Okay.
Because there was no dormers, it was fine with the building warrant that was already in place.
So is that the plan? Are you going to be going into the loft?
Yeah. So what we the loft was created but not finished.
Okay.
So we've finished it and it's already, I think by the time we got there it'll be plastered.
Excellent.
Yeah, so, but what we had to do was build a partition at the bottom of the stairs for a safe fire exit route.
Can we check out, you said you've put in a new heating system, I can see this massive toilet you put in here. Also some lovely new copper piping.
Correct, yep.
Wow, this is only a month in to getting the keys and he's already done so much. I mean, this is very important. If you're going to take on a big renovation, make sure you hit the ground running and know what you're going to be doing. There's no point in getting the keys and just thinking, oh, what next?
Was this the layout it was when you came in, or was there no base units at all?
There was nothing here apart from a temporary sink put in there, which the last developer must have put in for guys washing their hands, but that is the only plumbing we had, and a toilet up the stairs. So the guys had a toilet and a sink, but that was it.
Ideal. And how's the back garden looking?
The garden got fully scraped out on Tuesday.
Drop out there.
And yep, so the garden gets scraped out on Tuesday and they've type 1 this area. The guy that just was with when you arrived was the brickie, so he's going to put steps in there, and then we're going to put a patio. The very end bit we're just going to put wood chip, but we've not decided about the middle area, so that'll probably be down to budget, so we'll see where we are with that. But yeah, there's not going to be any stones unturned, put it that way.
Perfect. So you mentioned budget there. So what is the budget for the entire refurb?
We reckon it's going to go to about 60 grand.
Okay.
We thought 45, but you know when you're getting into houses like this, that they're more or less derelict. You know you're going to go over, but it's just by how much, so it's just controlling it, but you still want to leave that good finish.
Are you going to flip it? Are you going to SA it?
No, it's going to be an SA, so they're building a new hospital over there. The new Monklands Hospital is getting built about 5 minutes away, so the target for us was to get one in Airdrie, not so much Plains, which is an outside village, but because it's right next to the new hospital, it's ideal for the contractors, and then on out, people coming to stay to visit family members in hospital or that. But there's a huge scope.
So I know you've got other serviced accommodations. So is this now your main strategy, and it's like, okay, well I know, as you said, there's a new hospital being built. Is it like, okay, well I know that they're going to need serviced accommodation there, or does the company that you already provide serviced accommodation for,
No, it's a bit of tactics where we would need to find out what the traffic's going to be in that area, if there's going to be massive construction works, house building, wind farms. We've only got 3 essays that are for holiday makers, which are in the borders, but everything else is circulated around contractor market.
So with it being serviced accommodation, is it going to be, so you're going to have all set up, nice TV in the wall in here?
Everything will be fully staged. We'll be bringing a staging company who completely furnish it. They go beds, ornaments, carpets, rugs, everything you can think of you need to move in and make it a home that they'll provide. So we've tried to outsource before and do it ourselves, but you're better just getting the company in and they build all the furniture and it works out the same price as outsourcing the furniture yourself. We've got a door in the toilet, but we don't have walls. But
so is that so people can use the toilet in
you
peace?
can use the toilet. This is your partition.
Oh no.
So this toilet was in place. So the guy, as I say, the guy had a sink and a toilet for the guys that started the renovation. I think they stripped out and put a driveway in and shut the bed. But all except that.
Shit the bed. And that's an industry term.
I love a freshly plastered room.
So this is the partition we had to put in for a safe fire exit from the loft. With Airbnbs, you can't have an inner room. So if we didn't have that partition there separating the loft for this bedroom, the stairway would come into this bedroom, making an inner room, which is a fire risk. So we had to create that hallway there with partition so that if the people that are living up the stairs in the third room on the loft, if there's a fire, they've got safe passage. And they don't have to enter in our room. This could be a room with fire in it, and they need to come through it to exit. So that's the only way you can pass your fire risk assessment, if you've got a safe mode of travel for the bedroom.
Regulation for serviced accommodation has been getting stricter and stricter, so it's amazing that Stephen knows his stuff, because the last thing you want to do is start a renovation, have it finished, and then when they come out and get it checked and you've got to put a new wall up or something like that.
This wouldn't be your bedroom, would it?
Well, funnily enough, this is kind of similar to my first office, the attic. As long as I can stand up in part of it.
This was created, but there was no walls. You can see where we've changed the floors. That outside floor, that's all it was here. So we've pieced this middle area in, we've put the gyp rock in to make walls. We've made this partition. So, and we've started the plaster, well, nearly finished the plastering. And we've got good adequate cupboard space up here as well, which was already there. We just had to fix it a bit. So it's a good space. It gives it that edge over the 2-bedroom houses in the area, and hopefully it gets us a higher valuation at the end.
So are you going to refinance it and pull your money back out? Is that the plan?
Aye, it's probably going to cost as much to renovate it nearly as what we paid. So we knew there wasn't going to be a massive refinance on it, but we know that it's going to make money for years to come. So you can subsidise the refinance with what it's going to earn.
Yeah, you paid about 75?
75, aye.
And then you think it's going to be about 60-ish?
60, aye.
And then what do you think it's going to refinance at?
But we're hoping for 140.
Okay.
Aye, but there was an added bonus in this one.
Okay.
We didn't pay any ads. Sorry, we did pay ads, but we got refunded.
So that's ADS?
Additional dwelling supplement. we paid the initial $7,000 for the ADS. We kind of looked into it a bit more, and because it was seriously uninhabitable, we managed to get scope to get it back, and then there was some structural issues under the existing render, which pushed it over for us and we got it back.
So we'll say you're in it for 140-ish. You're going to refinance it at that.
Yep.
But obviously serviced accommodation, that's the cash cow.
Yeah,
because you
definitely.
can make a lot of money from that. So what do you expect?
It's hard to tell, because you might secure a 3-month booking where you can lower your rate and then you're not cleaning it as much.
Yes.
Or you could get short-term ones where you're in and out, constant cleans, constant linen changes, constant consumable changes. So it will do well. It's hard to put a number on it now. We hope to get dialogue directly with the contractors working on that hospital, where we might not even need to employ a management company in this one. We can get the direct bookings through them and we can manage it ourselves, which mitigates 15% management fee, 15% Airbnb fee, and we can just manage the payments, we can manage the cleaning team ourselves.
So what are you expecting then, like nightly rate?
I would say probably 3-bedroom at 150.
Okay.
Aye, and maybe an average occupancy of 70%.
Excellent. So is there anything that, obviously you said when you start ripping things out and it's maybe not as you appeared, so when you first bought it, were you like, oh, it's just going to be, we're going to be in and out, as you say, you thought you were going to spend 40, you're looking more like 60. So where's that extra 20 grand really come from?
Labour intensive. You might think this is fully ripped out, but it's not. It might take you another fortnight, and if you've got 3 guys ripping it for a fortnight on 150 quid a shift or whatever it may be, it becomes labour intensive, and then you've got more skips. It's just, it builds up. You say 45 grand, but you know that's your target. But you know,
Please,
but
wait, if we can get it done for that, it's a cracking deal.
yeah, it's just part of the game and nature of the beast that you're going to go up a few bob. But if you've done your numbers right and you know what your end goal's going to be, it shouldn't matter.
I like this guy. He gets it.
How did you find buying the property at auction? Because I think you actually bought it after it went through the auction, so you bought it out with. It wasn't technically in the live auction.
So Stephen bought this property out with the live auction. So he made an offer through the website and his business partner actually negotiated a price that the seller was happy enough to accept. He doesn't want to get involved in a bidding war and pay over the odds because he's emotionally invested in this property. So if you are scared that you're going to get emotional and bid too much, you can just make an offer and you can just negotiate with one of the team.
Aye, so I guess this one, the price was good, but there's other ones you go to auction and you know you're going to be battling with people because they're so low. So with this one being out with auction, it was very smooth, easy enough. Your guys were very good and took us through the process, and I think we done it in just over 4 weeks, was it? Was it just 5 weeks we done it in?
I think we managed to get you a couple of weeks extension on it.
So I think we done it in maybe five weeks, so it was seamless for us. We had to use a wee bit of personal cash waiting on the loan coming in, but we got it done. So it's been seamless and we'll definitely be coming back for more. Hopefully we'll have a chat after this and see if we can get any done this week.
Yeah, definitely.
So aye.
Excellent. Right, let's get out of this attic because it's absolutely
Sweating,
roasting,
innit?
man, isn't it?
Yep.
It's still a building site.
Yep.
But there's a lot that's happened, and then in a couple of weeks it'll be pretty much ready to go.
I think if you come back here in 4 weeks it'll be a different house again, even though it's a different house that was 4 weeks ago. So it'll move quick.
Right, well thank you very much.
Good man, appreciate it.
Excellent.
And welcome back. We are stood outside Livingston Drive, Plains in Airdrie. The reason we've not been here in, I think it's about a year, is not because it's taken them that long. It's because this property has been performing so well as a serviced accommodation that it's pretty much been fully booked the entire time. So there's been no point that we can come out and see the finished article. We have roughly about an hour to come in, see the place, because there is tenants coming in. Let's go meet Stephen, the buyer, and see what he's done to the place, because it has changed so much since last time we were here. Let me in. Stephen.
How you doing?
Very good, how are you?
Good mate. Come in.
This is now a proper house.
It is.
So will we do a wee recce?
Yep.
You can show us around, obviously, what you've done, how much you've spent on the overall renovations, because those are the juicy things. That's what everyone wants to know. You bought it for
75.
75.
Spent nearly the same on it, but 70.
Okay, so you spent 70 on it.
But it valued over what we had invested in it, so.
Okay.
Yep.
So what did the reval come
I
back
think we were at 150.
Okay.
So a wee bit more than what we invested in it, but again, when you add the year's revenue, about 30, 40 grand, and it makes that worth it, doesn't it?
And this is a 3-bedroom, mid-terraced house.
Yes, in Airdrie.
In Airdrie.
In a village in Airdrie.
And you're getting 30 grand a year.
Between 30 and 40, aye.
Some pretty good numbers. Serviced accommodation definitely works.
So all the property investors might be looking at this and say he paid £75,000 for it, he's then spent £70,000 on it, and it's valued at 150. Why not just go buy a property at £150,000 and then stage it and run it as a serviced accommodation? But he has learnt so much doing this entire project. He went and raised finance, he's got a bridging loan, he has basically done everything in it, so he knows how to take a property from what it looked like to having a beautiful property. So it's not just about the investment itself, which is a very good one, but everything he learnt along the way.
So do you want to take us round and then
Yep, let's go.
we'll have a wee look?
So you can see this is the living room.
Yes.
Good space for families, contractors, whoever comes along.
Is that your main people that are coming in? It's contractors?
Contractor. Obviously we spoke about how this is going to be servicing the new Monklands Hospital that's only 5 minutes away, but we have had a lot of families as well. So you know fine well what this house was like when we got it. It was more or less burnt out.
I mean, excellent for you that you raise the finance and pay for it cash, but
Yep.
you need to have that. And how did you fund it? Did you get a bridging loan or was it private investment?
Private investment and a bridging loan, not a pound out of our own pocket anyway, that's for sure. So obviously this garden is more designed for practicality rather than home living.
Yeah.
When you're spending 70 grand in a house, it's hard to go and spend another 10 grand in a garden knowing it's going to be contractors here.
Yeah.
They've got a patio to sit
Yeah.
out, but again, it was just a cheap garden to subsidise what we were looking for.
I suppose it's easy maintenance for you as
That's
well.
it.
You don't want too much stuff to
Nah.
have to deal with,
Yep.
especially the more stuff you put in it, the more stuff that can potentially break.
Aye, we need to
then you've got to
maintain.
fix it and all
Yep,
that stuff.
correct.
Has it overperformed than you expected or is it kind of where you thought for the rental?
I guess all the essays are overperforming. Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say overperforming, but you get me hope, don't you?
Yeah.
But you've got a vision of maybe 75% occupancy, but we've been hitting 90 plus in this one every month. Obviously, you've got periods like December, January where things slow down, but it's always been above the threshold that we're looking for.
Amazing. Let's go up the stairs and check out up the stairs. Have you done anything with in here? Is anybody living in there?
That's for you. That's your cupboard.
That's where you're staying.
You get in there, but you squeezed in and out the last time. I think you're getting a wee bit easier now, wouldn't you?
I think I'd probably get in a little bit easier than last time. It was the getting out that was the issue.
Aye.
So you've got somebody that's coming in at 3 o'clock
3 o'clock today, yep.
today. How long have they booked for?
Usually 5 to 7 days.
Okay.
For a booking through Airbnb.com, direct bookings can be 30 days, 60 days, 3 months.
So you say you spent 75 grand. Break that down. What is the £75,000 gone into?
That was what we paid for the house. It
Okay,
was 70
so
grand
70 grand
renovation.
for the
So if you remember right, I looked at almost burnt out this house. So there was nothing. There was no walls, no doors. The full kind of internal construction of the house had to be done from scratch. And then you get into plastering, painting, floors, doors, bathrooms, kitchens, full rewire, full new heating system. And then once you get past that stage, you're onto the staging, furnishing and dressing it up to get it looking lovely for people arriving. So
You've done. I mean, it does look nice. It does look nice coming in.
I need to give a wee nod to my mum. She staged this one as well. So this is her baby. She's only 5 minutes away. So
So that's one of the bedrooms. Then we've got this bedroom.
3 double bedrooms.
Good
This,
size.
this one actually had planning permission for the loft to be converted, but it hadn't been done yet. This was actually part of the second bedroom, so because of fire regulations, there has to be a walkway. So this is a partition. This was part of bedroom 2, but we've put this partition up to split it. So this bedroom's effectively smaller, but there's a safe route access to get out for bedroom 3.
Also means that if you are using it for service accommodation, then one person doesn't have to have somebody walk through their room.
Aye, that's
to go
right,
in.
aye.
Well, we go up to the penthouse.
Yes, let's go. So I had planning permission, but there was nothing ever done with it. I think they'd built stairs to it, but there was nothing here, so we had to make this a bedroom. Funny thing about this is it was as if somebody had bought it prior to us. I don't know how long it was vacant, but somebody had bought it.
I sold it to the guy.
Oh, did you?
So he bought it off of me with the full intention of doing the refurb. He ripped it out and then went, "Shit, I can't actually be arsed." I think he had too many refurbs on it to go at the one time, and he was just like, "John, just
Sell
sell
it
it
again."
for me." So and that does happen quite a few times. I'm sure once he sees this and how well it's doing in service accommodation, he'll probably be kicking himself and just saying he should have done it. But
It depends if he's happy with spending the 70 grand as well, because obviously he's done the strip out, that's a cost. He's put a new driveway in, that's a cost. So it could have went to about 80 grand. But the thing is, to get it to their standard, you need to spend the money.
And that's it. It's a testament to yourself for believing in the product and saying, if I spend the money, I'll make it back on the rent. How long did it end up taking you?
I think we got this off you April, around about March, April time. It was live for July.
Yeah.
Live, so 3 months for getting the keys to getting it turned around like this. It's a big project. I've probably not done a job this size since, but it was enjoyable. You learn off it as well, and you know that there's going to be a lot of secrets in the building that you don't know until you actually get your teeth into it.
You use investor finance. What do you typically pay back?
10% on the money over the course of a fixed term. I think the way this one's going, it'll start profiting in January 2027, and that's when we can start making a living off it as well. But again, it's all part of the process. You know what you're getting into. You know you're going to be a year and a half, whatever it may be, to start earning on it. But if you're not putting your hands in your pocket and you're building assets, you're infinite income for the rest of your days.
Yeah, mate, you've done an absolute cracking job. Because as I say, last time I came here, it was not looking like it does just now, shall we say.
I know it's a home.
And it's good. I mean, obviously you sent me over the bookings of just like, it's like that's booked, that's booked, that's booked, that's booked, that's booked. And that's what we want. You negotiated a good deal because obviously the seller was he obviously bought it and he was like, I need this much money out of it. Because I think it was your business partner, Doug, that I was dealing with.
Nah, he likes a negotiation.
He does indeed. And it's a testament to putting the work in and turning it around and making it look cracking. So I'm really happy it's worked out for you.
Back Conqueror.
One thing we always like to ask Stephen is, how was the experience? We always ask, would you buy from Prime Property Auctions again?
100%. It was seamless, and I think a big buy-in for us is just the social media as well. We love your social media. It's good. I'll show my missus your social media. Look what these guys are up to. It's different. It differs you for the average auction house out there, where it's a guy with a hammer. You're fun, good to deal with, communicate all the time, no matter what time of day it is. So 100%.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy that it's turned out excellent.
Appreciate it.
It looks great.
Cheers.
This is what you can do when you're willing to buy a property, spend loads and do it up and actually invest. So don't be scared to buy at auction. And as always, get hammered.